Hello and welcome to a new video. Today I would like to show you one of the biggest updates we've done related to how you work with multiple devices in your workspaces. And this is folders on the sidebar, like in this example, where you have folders for all of your devices, like all devices. And then you can filter based on folders for example, cafeteria. You can create folders for rooms, second floors, executive area, bathrooms, or whatever kind of folders you want. It all happens in our manage folders here, where you can basically create sub layers of folders. There's no limitation. You can have multiple folder layers inside each of them, and then configure a folder. And configuration of a folder works in the following way. So first of all, you create a new folder. Like on the root level, you hover over all devices, you see a plus icon, a new folder gets created. And let's call this, for example, ground floor devices. And then you can select a different kind of folder icon. You can also give a description, which is used in later cases for AI or some new features. And then you have the option to define what kind of devices to belong to this folder. And this works based on tags. So we have automatic device filtering working on tags, and what you need to select in here is basically the tag that belongs to the devices that are on the ground floor. In this case, I don't see the folder for ground floor devices, so let's save the folder settings. You can see the ground folder devices in here. Right now, they return 105 devices because we haven't applied any filters. But in order to filter, you basically select devices, and all devices starting with EG belonging to the ground floor, and then you basically select them, or you can select all of them, and then you assign a tag, which in this case is ground floor. Click on save, and then we go into manage folders again. Now we click on ground floor devices, and in here you can now select the ground floor tag. And then there's display and viewing options, which lets you define what kind of views you have once you click on the folder and what view should be used for starting. So when you click on it, which view should open when accessing the folder. We prefer working with the overview, going to explain this in a few. We deactivate the map because these devices are all indoors and we also don't want to have the grid, and this is starting. We can save the changes now, and if I click on ground floor, you can see, okay, it's 8 devices because I can see I was searching and selecting these ones. You can see them here. There's the tags, ground floor. Let's go back into ground floor devices. You can see 8 devices. And then one of the cool things is that the semantics overview, like temperature, humidity, battery, and the mold risk, is based on what is inside in the folder. So now you can go ahead and inside of the folder of ground floor devices, you can create different kinds of folders for the actual rooms inside or on the ground floor. Like, for example, meeting rooms. And then again, you go ahead, select the tag for the meeting rooms that are on the ground floor. We just want to have these two views again, and the overview as a starting, save changes. And now if you open up ground floor devices, you have the meeting rooms, just 3 devices. And the mold risk inside the meeting rooms is just 5%, where on the floor, the ground floor, it's 14%. And for example, in the bathrooms, 19%, for example. Makes sense because of the humidity is way more in these rooms than in the other rooms. Yeah, this is available now. You don't have to use it for rooms or buildings. You can use the folders for whatever kind of devices you want or sorting you want. For example, we have a workspace that is used for managing all of our templates, and in here we sometimes test some devices and they are online. Sometimes we search for them. So what we can do now is basically you can go ahead, all devices, the folder name is only or online devices only, a nice folder icon, and automatic filtering. We want all devices to appear here, but then only the online ones. Save, and now if I click on online devices only, I only see the devices that are online in the device. That's it. That's the update on our folder section. Thanks for watching and stay tuned.